Hello and welcome to the McCord List today. I'm Rachel McCord. You guys, today's show is going to be epic. This is going to be a conversation to inspire you. If you've been here before, you know that our show is all about helping you live life and live it to the full. This moment is so precious. It is so meaningful. And you are here for such a time as this. You could have been born at any time in any generation, any century, and yet you're here and you're sitting down hearing this message right now. And I'm so happy you're here, you guys. I want you to know that you matter. The show is all about tackling topics of faith, family, fitness, being a founder, and pretty much everything in between. We have some amazing guests ahead for you. We've got Christian Goler. He is the founder of Mr. High Level. This is about helping you level up your life. He's going to be amazing on the show today. We've also got Olivia Weinstock. She's an award-winning journalist. She's amazing. I can't wait to hear what she says about being the LA Kings ambassador, launching her own digital marketing agency, and so many other surprises coming up in the show. You don't want to miss it. I'm so glad you're here. I'm Rachel McCord on the McCord List today. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. I'm Rachel McCord, executive producer, host, and creator of the McCord List today. Welcome back to the McCord List today. I'm Rachel McCord. You guys, I am sitting down with the founder of Mr. High Level, Christian Goler. How are you?
Good. How are you guys doing?
Oh my goodness, I'm so excited.
Thanks.
Your
so much.
beautiful woman is in the studio,
Yes.
How exciting! The whole family's here. I know that's a big part of your world and your business. Tell me about your incredible brand and platform you built.
So we have been building a worldwide brand in the last couple of years, and it has been a hell of a ride. We've generated millions of followers and billions of views in the last couple of months and years, and it was since we moved here to LA, absolutely insane. And when I think about it, I started as a personal trainer in people's basements, and now I'm here talking to you in LA, living the dream. Absolutely amazing.
Amazing. How did you do it?
It's all about that. What I tell our clients all the time, it's all about one decision. And I was back in the days with a client working out, regular personal training in his basement, and I was like, hey, I'm done. I'm out of here. I was already making good money. I was living a comfortable life, but I was like, hey, you're not using your full potential. You're not using your talent. So I was like, hey, I have to make that decision. And from one day to another, I quit everything and went to LA. And then at first I had to travel back and forth because it was so hard to get the visa and everything. But after some time, especially after COVID, we were like, okay, we have to figure it out to get that visa to stay here permanently, because I want to live that dream. I want to inspire billions of people all over the world. I'm getting into entertainment. I'm getting into brand building. I want to inspire people nowadays like Arnold Schwarzenegger, Mark Wahlberg, Kevin Hart, and The Rock inspired me back in the days and still inspiring me nowadays.
It's incredible. Now, where did you move to LA from?
From Austria.
Wow.
Yeah,
that's
far,
amazing.
far away.
And when did you come here originally?
The first time I touched down in Miami, in Florida, 2013. And from there it was traveling back and forth all the time. And every time when I was here, I had that energy. And I was like, when I went back to Austria, like after 2, 3, 4 weeks, I was like, hey, I have to keep that energy high. And after like 2 days in Austria, it was like, fuck, I just don't feel it. I have to move to America. And through a coincidence, I had to go to LA because there was a hurricane on the East Coast. So I was like, okay, what I'm supposed to do, I'm going to the West Coast, all to the other side. And when I touched down here, I have no idea what happened, but as soon as the plane landed, I was like, okay, that's it. I had no idea what's waiting for me. I didn't know anybody. I had $2,000 to my name. I was absolutely broke, and I was sitting in West Hollywood near La Cienega on the sidewalk, and I was like, okay, what's next? And I had no idea what's next, but I just knew that I would figure it out. And that story still today gives me goosebumps.
It gives me chills too.
Yeah.
What did you do? Like, how did you figure it out?
I was like, hey, I'm working 24/7 with my clients in Austria, and I had no idea, okay, how can I build something online? and I got a little scammed by a marketing agency, like, I don't know, 10 years ago. And that was the starting point when I understood, okay, I have to develop that skills myself to build millions of followers and billions of views. And then we did that step by step. And to be here now is only possible because I went down so many wrong lanes. I fucked up so many times. I 100% produced the shittiest videos in the world with 34 views to get to that level, to produce videos with 30, 40, 50 million views.
Wow. What is the key? What is the key to your success? Because you talked about wanting to inspire billions of people and you're doing that.
Yeah, it starts with that one decision. I always go like, hey, you have to have a passion. You have to become an expert. Most of us, we already experts in our passion because that's why it's our passion, right? And then you have to stay disciplined, and then you have to be able to handle the skill of being patient. Because most people think they start something, I post 3 videos, oh, they didn't go viral, I haven't like millions of views, okay, it's not for me. And it's with everything. I go to the gym, I work out. After 3 workouts, I feel like I'm still overweight. Maybe it's my DNA. Maybe my mom was already also overweight. Maybe it's not for me. So if we can stay disciplined and handle that skill of being patient, everybody out there can be successful. And I'm not talking about Cristiano Ronaldo, Elon Musk's success. I'm just talking about having a better life than you have it right now.
That's amazing. Okay, who is your ideal client with Mr. High Level?
So we are getting a lot of entrepreneurs. So they have figured out almost everything in their life and in their business. They already make millions of dollars, and they need that little touch to get their online presence to that next level, because most of the people out there have no idea how to build social media, what branding actually looks like. So that's what we're trying to help them. And I think we are one of the few that really show them how it's done with our own brand, with our own social media accounts, and we've already helped so many people do the same. And I think most go like, hey, I have a social media agency and I have 3,000 followers and I'm gonna help you how to grow yours. And I would go like, so why wouldn't you grow your own brand first, you know? That would be the same thing if I go like, hey, I'm gonna help you lose some weight, but I'm still 300 pounds overweight, you know? Like, okay, can't you just take care of yourself first and then help other people? And I think that's what separates us to all the other people out there. We lead by example, we show people how it's done, and then they can learn from us. And we just recently helped someone to grow to 250,000 followers, and he started on June 1st. Wow. He started with 2,400 followers, and now he's over 250,000 followers. All organic, no ad spend, nothing, and we changed his life in the last 2 months. It's absolutely insane what I'm talking about. It's crazy, yeah.
That is crazy. Okay, so what would you say are the mistakes you see a lot of people making with social media?
Most of them are just try to take the shortcut. They try to buy followers, they try to buy views, or they try to post for like 5 times and think they should have figured everything out after 5 fuck-ups. But I always see the same thing. You never know which video blows up. So if you start posting and you post 100 videos and you stop at 100 videos, you will never know, and you have to live with that regret for the rest of your life. Maybe video number 101 would have blown up and changed your whole life, because that's how the algorithm works right now. It means it's not like Gary Vee says all the time, it's not social media, it's interest media now. So that means every video has the chance to blow up and change your life forever. So we had someone starting in March with our social media mentoring, and she tried to build a social media for like 2 or 3 years, and she was at 140 followers, something like that. And she produced a video with 1 million views, and that brought her instantly like almost 10,000 followers. And I think that's one of the biggest mistakes people make. They always try to use the shortcut, you know.
Wow, this is such an inspiring story.
Yeah, thank you.
What has been like one of your favorite launches that you've done so far?
We have so many cool products, like help people to get rid of their physical pain. We have mentorings where we try we explain to them how their mind works and why they are depressed, why they're stressed, why they're overweight, why they're emotional eaters. So every part has something for itself. It's hard to pick to pick one. Yeah.
I love that. I love that you focus a lot on your mentors. What are some of the lessons that you've learned from some of these iconic mentors? I love seeing your content with Arnold. It was so fun. I was like, that's amazing.
If you can see it in your mind, you can live it. And if you can detach yourself from limiting beliefs and negative emotions, there's absolutely nothing you cannot achieve in this life. If you can see it here, you can just do it. And that's what we don't understand in most of the times, because we feel so imprisoned because of society and stuff. So if you get told, obviously, 10, 20 years, it's hard to make $500,000 a month, of course, you're going to start to believe it. And if you hear, hey, your limit is at $3,000, you start to believe that too. And I think if you can get rid of all those limitations, there is actually, and that sounds so cheesy, but it's just the truth. If you can see it here, there's nothing you cannot achieve.
Wow. How do you get comfortable asking for what you deserve?
To level up my self-worth first. There's not a single person out there who makes more money than they think they're worth to themselves. So if you think you are worth $2,000, that's exactly what you will get. If you think, if I can see it here, it's already done, I just have to be patient and don't stop when I have to overcome the first obstacle, everything is possible. And of course, you can work on your mind and your body and soul all day long to get rid of all those limitations, to switch the focus. Hey, is a limitation really something bad, or is it just something I have to overcome? Is an obstacle, a challenge, something bad, or it actually helps me to become that person I actually have to become to be actually capable of achieving that goal?
Wow. What do you wish you could say to Christian who just moved to California and had $2,000 in his pocket?
Just fucking keep dreaming. Just keep doing it, and no matter what anybody else says or thinks, just do it. And if you cannot quit, who is capable of stopping you? No one. It's always just you versus you. And all those lines, they seem so cheesy, but it's just the truth. And I think I didn't even have like 3 people supporting me back in the days. And that's why I just understand how people feel if they feel stuck. And they go like, no, I can never build so many followers. I can never make that amount of money. I can never lose weight because I've already tried 3 times and I think it's just not for me. I can feel you. And that's what I'm trying to express on social media as well, that I'm not perfect. I'm not a robot. I'm not that Mr. High Level and yeah, he's like an ice block and he can figure everything out by himself. Of course, I took so many wrong paths in my life, but that's why I want to help people so they can learn. So I want to lead by example so they don't have to make the same mistakes I made back in the days.
Thank you so much, Christian. What an inspiring story. You're like a shot of espresso. I love it. I'm like amplified.
Thank you.
All right, you guys, thanks so much for tuning in. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with the McCord List today. I'm Rachel McCord. Welcome back to the McCord List today. I'm Rachel McCord sitting down with Olivia Weinstock. Wow, hello there.
Hello.
You're amazing. So you're launching this digital marketing agency. You've been an ambassador for LA Kings, an award-winning journalist. What an incredible career. How did you get into this?
Thank you so much. I've known that I wanted to do this for such a long time. Since I was a little girl, I've always wanted to pursue journalism. I didn't know sports was a route that I could take for the longest time until I went to a Rams game. My parents took me right after COVID, and I saw Aaron Andrews on the field, and I was like, I want to do that job. So that's kind of when I knew. I just thought like news was something that you had to pursue growing up in journalism, because I had worked and, shadowed a bunch of different reporters, and it was really important to me to learn how to, start with news and report on that first. And then, I was a soccer player growing up, and I kind of knew early on, okay, I'm not going to go professional. So what's my backup plan? Because, I dedicated my whole life to soccer and sports and missing, people's birthday parties and a lot of different things growing up. So that was a backup plan. And when I knew that I could, get into talking and about sports all day long, I was like, that's what I'm going to do.
That's incredible. Now, how did you get get your big break?
I would say when I got my internship. I had been working for such a long time in college, and I really, really was fortunate enough to work with so many amazing people and professors who took a chance on me. And I got a chance to work with the NFL, which was really amazing for the NFL kickoff day. And that really helped put my foot forward. Then I was able to land an internship with a big network, and that meant so much to me. And I'm still there till this day and working really, really hard. So I've been just really passionate about that ever since. But then things just kept rolling. The ball just kept rolling from there on, and it's been such an amazing experience.
How incredible. And then you became the ambassador for LA Kings. Can you talk a little bit about your role with them?
Yeah, definitely. So this 2025 season and year, I have been an ambassador with them, and they're just so amazing. They treat every single person like family, to be honest. And so basically, I just create content when I'm there for the Kings. I got a chance to be on the red carpet also and interview the players for the Skate for LA night for the Fires. And that was just so beautiful to see, because we had so many different people just come together for LA and really show up. And some people that I've been watching my whole life on Disney Channel, on Nickelodeon, I got to interview, and it was really full circle because I also got to interview Erin Andrews. So that was really special for me because she really helped kind of inspire me to be what I am today. So that was amazing. And then I'll be coming back for this upcoming season as well too, and I can't wait. We have so many exciting things coming. So
yes, it sounds like it. And how incredible that you have had this mentor in your life as a woman in business and in sports, and now you are taking on that torch. So what would you like to leave behind with your legacy?
Yeah, definitely. I think just knowing that there's a space for women in every single place. I think just growing up, people always told me that I couldn't do it because I'm a woman, and I couldn't pursue the career that I wanted to because there's only so many women that do what we do. And I just think no matter who you are, there is a space for you, even if there isn't one yet. You got to make that field, you got to make that path for yourself. And that is so important to me, to just keep bulldozing down all those walls of the doubters, and people say that, women can't be here or they can't do this. And it's just so important to me to, just let everybody know that it's okay and there is a space for you. And if there isn't, make one.
I love that. Okay, what inspires you every day?
Oh, so many things. I think just waking up in the morning with gratitude and knowing that no matter what, it's all going to be okay, even if people have, like I said, doubted my career, other people's career. It just kind of inspires me to keep going forward in a way, because I'm like, I can do this. I know that I can, no matter what. And just seeing other people, my wonderful team, my family, my friends just congratulate me on my success, and everyone around me's success. It just inspires me to know that I have such a great background of people and just a platform to uplift.
Wow, what an inspiring message. And I think it's so important we all have our voice. We have this opportunity to share a message, a legacy with the world. I love how you're doing that. Now tell me, I'm just curious, what does a day in your life look like?
Oh my gosh. Well, it kind of depends on the day, but normally I'll wake up, I'll get ready, I'll head to work, to the studio, and we kind of have a bunch of different things going on depending on the day. I'll produce my games, then I'll leave, and normally I try to do something with my friends or my coworkers. We're just very close, so sometimes I'll have an event. This past week I had an event with Sports Illustrated, so that was really fun. Sometimes I'll just change in the bathroom at my work really, really quickly, get my nice outfit on, do my makeup really quickly in the bathroom, and head to the event. And so normally I'll just meet some really amazing people out there. I try to go to an event once a week or so, just so I can get my face out there and do some really, really fun things. So that's kind of been like a day in my life recently a lot.
I love that. Okay, let's talk about a more vulnerable side of you. What are some things about you that maybe your audience doesn't know?
Oh, wow. I would say I love Disney. I'm like a Disney girl, like Disney adult through and through. I'm also a huge like foodie. I really, really do love going to different food places and like trying, like different cultures. I love to travel as well too. So that's a big thing. And I also just, I love pets and I love my dog so much. He like means the world to me. So I think just having like a good strong foundation behind you of things that you love and other hobbies besides, what I'm passionate about is so, so important.
I agree. And I think that there's so much of that that really inspires what you do every day. I think I go out, I do my hobbies, and then I kind of bring that creativity into my world. My husband's also a total foodie, so if you have a good list for LA, please let us know. He's like eating his way through the best burritos all through LA. Like every weekend he goes, he like loves breakfast burritos. It's the cutest thing ever. And now my son is like following in his footsteps, like, oh, where are we going this week? It's the cutest thing.
I love that. Yeah.
I love me a Disney day and a little turkey leg, though. I'm like so OG.
Oh my God, it's the best. Seriously, you got to get it.
Yes. Okay, what do you think is so important incorporating this beautiful personal life that you have, but balancing it with your work? Like, what is your secret to success?
Definitely just making sure that you take time for yourself. I think that's the most important day. I like to take Thursdays off just because I need at least one day that I know I can decompress. I've also really been trying to get more into acting, so that's a day that I'll take to maybe submit some auditions or practice my scripts, my lines in front of my camera, all that good stuff. I will always try to book some sort of like lymphatic drainage, a facial or something, just to keep me sane and keep that work-life balance. I also just will kind of scroll through and Instagram Threads has been actually really helpful because I've been able to kind of see different events that are going on, or if people need help, influencers that need some filming done. I like to just use that day to scroll and kind of see what's going on in the area and plan for my week ahead. So taking at least one day to just decompress, but also kind of plan ahead is really important.
I love that. And I love how you're balancing what you're building with the digital marketing agency, doing the content, and also just having that time for you. What do you feel like it takes to be a great leader?
I think just really honing in to your professionalism and to what is calling you. Last semester, I got to speak to my old sports journalism class, and I told them there's a difference between going to your job every day, could be in retail or food or whatever it is, but at the end of the day, everyone has a dream career that they want to do. So making sure that you are kind of just putting aside your day job and really going into your career. And sometimes it takes stepping away from maybe that retail job that is a little bit toxic. And even though it might, get you some money for the week, knowing, okay, I need to leave that. I'm going to be a leader. I'm going to step up and I'm going to follow my dreams and just create that path for yourself. Because once you start creating that path, you're never going to look back. You're going to keep going, and it's never going to cross your mind. Like, I can't believe I quit that retail job a year ago and here I am today, bulldozing in the industry and making a name. So I just always tell everyone, like, the key to success is stepping out of the comfort zone.
What do you wish you could have said to your younger self?
It's going to be okay. It's going to be just fine. You are going to have a great career ahead of yourself. And I feel like I'm still so young and I still have so much more to grow and I can always learn new things. But I drove past my old high school yesterday and I was just looking at the soccer field, and I just wish that I had told my younger self, like, it's going to be okay, because I remember stressing about, I don't want to be a professional soccer player. What the heck am I going to do? And so it really, really means like a lot to me when I see the growth that I have in myself, and I can drive past my high school and know, okay, I left it all there and I can grow and it's all going to be okay. And you just need to put, your faith into the universe and know that you can keep growing no matter what happens, no matter what obstacles are in your way. Just keep going.
Thank you, Olivia. That's beautiful. Thank you guys so much. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with the McCord List today. I'm Rachel McCord. Welcome back to the McCord List today. I am Rachel McCord, your talk show bestie. So excited to be sitting down with Dasha Marie. Hello.
Thank you so much for having me.
Thanks for coming here. Entrepreneur, busy mama, balancing all the things. Thanks for making the time. So tell me more about Dasha's hair boutique.
Yeah, so actually I got started out with YouTube first. So I was doing like get ready with me videos, filming myself doing my hair, makeup, and I got a lot of brands like reaching out would send extensions, hair, and I was doing so many unboxing and reviews. And at one point I was getting so much hair, my garage was like filled. So I'm like, what am I gonna do with all this? So that's how I got the idea. Like, I'm gonna start my own boutique. So I just started Dasha's hair boutique, and I just sell wigs, extensions, ponytails, lashes, anything like beauty and hair related.
I love that. When did you feel like, okay, I've made it. It's happening. It's working. We're doing all the things.
Probably when my garage, like I can't even park my car in there. There's like so many packages. I'm like, okay, I gotta do something with this. So that's I was like, why not sell it? So it worked out perfect.
I love that. How did you grow on YouTube? It's such a wild beast.
Yeah, now I feel like my channel kind of is half and half. It started like beauty, fashion. Now I'm more like lifestyle because I do have children. I have a 5 and 10-year-old. So now I'm like vlogging and also still doing the hair and the fashion and the beauty on the side. So kind of like a balance of both.
So how do you balance all the things? Tell me everything.
Oh wow, so since it's summer now, it's easier for me to balance like work and YouTube, but usually I'm doing everything simultaneously. I'm doing homeschool, I'm doing the boutique on the phone, I'm doing it on the computer, editing. I like to schedule everything like in my notes. That's like my favorite app, the calendar app, everything. I'm like at this, post at 1, do this at 2, like everything. I try to make sure I use like all my apps, or else I don't know what I would do without that pretty much.
Yeah, so you're doing a lot of time blocking, it sounds
Yes,
like. That's really
scheduling,
cool.
yeah.
So when you batch your content, are you taking it back and editing it? And are there times that work best to post on YouTube that you've seen?
I noticed probably around like noon is where everybody, and weekends definitely, everybody's home. So I like to schedule my videos out like 1 o'clock. I know everybody's like at home on their phones. Let me post it now, and that's where I get like the most views around that time.
That's amazing. And then what advice would you have for someone? I mean, you're an incredible homeschooling mama. How would you advise someone to balance what their goals are with media, but then also being able to, you know, take some time for themselves?
I would say definitely research. Before I started homeschool, I researched like, am I able to balance all this? But my husband works graveyard, so that's perfect for me. Is if I, like today, he's with the kids, so like his help helps me a lot with that. But I would just say, research it. I'm very much into homeschool. I know homeschool is not for everybody, but it's just something that works for me personally.
That's incredible. What do you like the most about it?
I like to be hands-on, so I like to see like what they're learning. I'm there, like they do have like a virtual teacher, so I'm like in there listening. I like everything, like knowing what my kids are learning, knowing like what's going on. So I love that aspect.
That's incredible. How has it shifted you as an entrepreneur, teaching your children?
I love it. Like they see what I'm doing now, and like my daughter's like she wants a gaming channel, so she sees what I'm doing. She wants to edit, so I just like teaching, showing my kids like if you have a dream, go for it. You don't have to be in an office. You don't have to be what everybody thinks like this is a job. Like you have to do this. Like whatever you love, start with it, and one day that might be your career.
That's amazing. What do you wish you could say to your younger self?
Oh, just see myself right now. Like I'm like very shy, so even to be here, it's like, okay, pinch me moment. Like I'm interviewing, you know. So I would tell myself like, don't give up, because this was like me pushing myself out of my shell. Like, just do it. Like, you know, don't cancel. Just like you have to get out there. If you don't get out there, then nobody's gonna ever know, you know, what you have to offer. So that's what I would tell myself, not to give up. Pretty much.
Yes, I love that. Okay, what's coming up next for you?
Oh my gosh, I would like to get more into, so right now my boutique's on a marketplace, so it's through Poshmark, but I'm starting to brand my own website. It's in the works right now, so I can't wait. Like we're already doing the photography for the website and everything, so it's coming soon. I'm really, really excited for that, so that's what's coming up.
I love that. Now, because it's hair, and I've wanted this myself, how do you decide on which, like, how do you know what's best for you when it comes to coloring on a website? Because it's harder, I know.
Well, how it started, I would get a lot of comments like from my subscribers, like, we want this. So I wasn't doing ponytails at first. It was strictly like wigs and like clip-ins, K-tips, stuff like that. But now there's like ponytails. They're like, I want ponytails. I'm like, okay, blonde, black, brown. Like now I'm like, it's whatever the customers want. So whatever they ask for is what I provide.
I love it. Thank you so much for coming in. You're amazing. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with the McCord List today. I'm Rachel McCord. Welcome back to the McCord List today. I'm Rachel McCord. Oh my goodness, you guys, I'm so excited. One of my friends, Lindsay Morgan Snyder, is here. Hi.
Hi, Rach.
I'm so excited.
So thankful. Love you so much.
Love you. This has been a long time coming. I was cringing last night when you posted that social media video of me. You did me dirty, Lindsay. You did me dirty. No,
so cute.
It was hysterical. It was just like, I was like, wow, I'm not going to add this one to my story. We were having so much fun. Remember that night we had that beautiful gathering, and then we were like all snuggled up together, laughing, hysterically wild.
Yes.
I loved it. It was amazing.
And you gave me the cute fur hat.
Yes.
You've given me a lot of clothes, Rach.
Oh my goodness, I love you. What a wild journey. So tell me about Love Abba Father. This is so cool. What a journey.
It has been a long journey, a lot longer than I would have expected. But, you know, I think for me, my whole life, I was looking for love, but in all the wrong places, you know, like as the song goes. And when I met the Lord, I was 31, and he just revealed to me that he is love. You know, in 1 John, it says God is love. Like, he didn't create love. He's not the best at love. I mean, he did create love, and he is the best at love, but that's not it. Like, God is love. And so he just took me on this long journey that I'm still on with him to learn to receive his love and for that to really fill my heart. And I'm still not married, still never been engaged, and I hope to someday, but I feel so filled up with God's love, and I want to help other people like understand the Father's love.
That's so beautiful. Yeah. So tell me, catch me up. So last time we're together, you've had some really wild seasons here in LA. And I feel like it's beautiful to see how you've kind of like taken that and it's become, I think, like the driving force of what you do.
Yeah. I mean, I felt the Lord call me to LA like 13 years ago. I was like, I want to be a missionary for you, God. I'll go anywhere. I was literally thinking Africa. And he's like, I need missionaries in Hollywood. And I never really had a fascination with Hollywood. I've watched probably 25 movies in my entire life. And I was like, Hollywood? Like, I was really confused by it, but I didn't want to be Jonah. So I was like, I gotta go. So I sold 75% of my stuff, gave it away, and just came out here with the last 25%. And it has been a wild journey, a lot of ups and downs. I mean, I just want to honor you because I was in one of my worst seasons, and I remember you coming over to where I was staying, and we were like dancing around singing, like you were just trying to like help me come out of this like kind of depression I was in. And then fashion is my favorite thing, and you dropped off bags of clothes to me, and it was so filled my heart in that season. I just want to honor you. You are really who you say you are. So
I love you.
Yeah,
thank you for saying
it was
that.
really beautiful. So yeah, it has been really difficult, but I feel like I'm on like the upswing. Like I'm starting on the upswing, and you know, it has allowed me to really, with the Lord, just become so close. And that's where my whole brand is born out of, you know, what the Lord has done in my life. So
wow. Speaking of your brand, you have the Inner Critic course.
Yes.
Where you're helping people really kind of tap into themselves. Can you talk a little bit about that and what message you want to share with the world?
Yeah, absolutely. So my hat is beautiful like your creator, because all my life the inner critic told me like, you're ugly, you're disgusting. Now that wasn't anything that I was aware of. I was aware of my insecurities, I was aware of those things, but I wasn't aware of like what was underneath it, the root issue, which was this mean voice saying like, you're ugly and you're disgusting and no one will ever love you. And the Lord had to show me like, that's self-hatred, Lindsay. If you can get to that and flip it over and learn to love yourself the way I love you, everything else will kind of dissipate. And so, yeah, that's where beautiful like your creator came from. And then I asked the Lord, I'm like, Lord, but why beautiful like your creator? Like I was looking through scripture, I'm like, you know, it says things like, you know, beauty is vain. I'm like, Lord, why beautiful like your creator? And he said, well, beautiful means to be you to the full.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And he said, but that's hard to do if you haven't confronted your inner critic. And I thought, this is a good point, Lord. And so what I do is my hat is a bundle with the course, Crushing Your Inner Critic. And so you get both of them for $47.
But wait, there's more. Wow, that's so beautiful. So I'm from Georgia, you know this.
Yes,
and like
girl.
in Georgia, if someone said to me, "Be you to the full," I'd be like, "That'll preach." So I feel I feel like that's what I should say here.
Yeah.
Wow, what a sweet message. And I feel like it's such a sweet word for women especially because we crave beauty. You know, I have a little boy at home and he wants to conquer things and everything is a battle. I'm like, "Can we just play Legos and then not like attack each other?" Like, but that's him. He's a boy.
yeah.
But you know, for women, I know we grow up and we want to dress up and feel pretty and beautiful and loved. And so if we've constantly, and I remember that when we first met, talking about taking our thoughts captive and how important that is, and how unfortunately easy it is to find ourselves stuck, right? To find ourselves feeling like we're limited by what we've known about ourselves. What could you say to that voice?
Yeah, I think when you start to listen to the Lord and you start to hear what he says about you, that will help you understand how he created you. And he really did make us all unique, you know, and there's something special about all of us. And I think when we start to really hear from him and hear what he says about us, it just changes us, you know? So it's like if we can replace the mean voice, I call it, with the voice of love, which is God, you know, and it's kind of a constant thing. That's why in my course, it's called Crushing the Inner Critic, because it's not like you crush it once and then forever you're fine. Whenever you go to step into something new, there's always that little voice that if you listen, it's saying little things to you, you know, and you know, I've learned that the enemy is not creative. He cannot create, but he is crafty. And so he used scripture against the Lord, and he will try to use it against us. So, you know, there's a million things I could say about this. I've been walking through this kind of thing for like 15 years, but yeah, I think we have to do what it says in Romans, which is renew our minds, you know, so that we can tell what the will of God is in our life. And so we have to, number one, just pay attention to what's going on in there. What are those thoughts telling us? And learn to discern the thoughts, you know, and that's what the Crushing the Inner Critic course does. And then I have another 8-week program, which is Letting Love In. And that's where I teach people how to emotionally connect with God, you know, take their emotions and learn to connect them with God, hear from God about a lot of the emotional turmoil inside. And I see people get like crazy freedom. And it was just my journey first. And then God's like, let's put it in this thing. And so it's been an adventure. I mean, girl, not all rainbows and puppy dogs, as you know.
Well, and I think that's kind of what fuels what you're talking about. That's why I said, like, I think that is really what's fueling it, is that you walked this out. You're, to your point, right? You're living it, you're walking it, and you're helping people. Okay, speaking of building all this, on the show today, we've had a lot of conversations about building social media and building your brand and everything, and you've really been doing that from a heart-centered place. So I know that it's connected into your why. What are some other tips that you might have for an entrepreneur who dreams of building something as an extension of their mission work?
Yeah, I love that. I think it's one step at a time. You know, like whenever we get like too far ahead, we get into anxiety because the Bible says that we have grace for today. You know, and so when we're thinking 2 years out, it's like, no, just today. Ask God, what should I do today, Lord? And do what he says, and then trust him that he will show you what tomorrow. And, you know, and there's planning is important in all of that. I mean, I'm an ENFP on the Enneagram, so planning probably isn't my best skill, but I just feel like God knows how he created all of us. So go with how he created you. You know, like the gurus have wisdom for sure. And one of my mentors always says, like, the only shortcut in the kingdom is to have a mentor, which I think is kind of genius. That's Pedro Adeo. I always like to give credit where credit is due, but, you know, sorry, I just lost my train of thought. But I think that, like, God is the best, like, step-by-step coach, you know, and he'll show you step-by-step on what to do. But there is value in getting help because you can skip some of the steps. You know?
100%. Yeah. And I like that you called out the ENFP because that's what Ricky, my husband, is. And it's so fun because one day I was an INF ENFJ, and then other day I was an ENFJ. It depends. I think it depends on how I feel.
Yeah.
Like at the end of a lot of exertion, I'm probably more of an I. Because I'm like, I need to recoup, which sounds more like an I know. But I like that you said that about getting help, because that's what it's about, right? It's pairing with the person who's going to be able to meet you where you're at. And without a Rick, I don't have as much of the creativity, but then, you know, I bring my own side for him too. So I think we get to come together. Well, thank you so much for coming in. Love Abba Father.
Yes.
Amazing.
Yeah.
So excited.
Yeah.
I cannot wait to see what's coming up next for you.
Thank you. Yeah, and I would love to just offer your audience a promo code.
Oh, thanks.
Is that okay?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. So loveavafather.com is my website, but if you do Thanks Rach, you get $5 off.
Oh my gosh, that's
My
so
hat.
cute. You're welcome, guys. Thank you, Lindsay, for coming in. Thank you guys for tuning in. That is our show. I'm Rachel McCord on the McCord List today. We will see you next time.